Hello, welcome back and thank you for joining us. This video is going to be a very quick mini update. And the reason for that is we've come to a bit of a roadblock. The mini floor arrived, as you probably saw the last episode that I did. An appraisal of the mini floor that I bought from British Motor Heritage Panels. All was good on the face of it. I was very happy with what I'd got. Paid quite a bit of money for it, £825 I think it was. I collected it from the supplier that I got the panels from, which was local to me. Brought it to where the car is, which is not at home. I store it elsewhere and work on it elsewhere. Had an appraisal of it, happy with it, no problem at all. So I've been away for 3 weeks on holiday, and I've got a week off work this week, having been back for about a week, expecting to basically cut out the old floor of the Mini and fit the new floor, because that's the point I'm up to and I wanted to get on with that. Meanwhile though, while I was away, one of my eagle-eyed viewers, who's asked to remain anonymous, but you know who you are, he messaged me and he said, "I think you've got the wrong floor." I'm thinking, why would you say that? What do you mean, what have I got the wrong floor? Anyway, we've had the exchange of emails, number of emails regarding the issue of this floor that I've got here from British Motor Heritage. And he said that, take a look at the heel board. I think you've got a van floor, not an estate floor. The heel board is too tall. So, because I was away, I couldn't really do anything about it. I wasn't, there was no way I could check, and I was away on holiday. So when I got back here at the beginning of this week, first thing I did was measure the heel board on the new floor and measure the heel board on the car. And sure enough, the heel board on here turns out to be 21 centimeters tall. The heel board on the estate turns out to be 13.5 centimeters tall. So it won't fit. Simple as that. It won't fit. So I owe my viewer a bit of a debt of gratitude, really, because I'm the sort of person that I have to psych myself up to get stuff done, and YouTube helps a lot with that. But I know that I would have noticed that eventually. Of course, once I come to offer this up to here, to the body shell, it would be obvious that it would be wrong. It's not obvious when it's laying on the floor if you're not looking for it, because I ordered, I think the part number is CZH2672, I think it is, something like that. I ordered that from British Motor Heritage. It says on its catalogue that this fits estates, vans and pickups from 1976 onwards, and a couple of other things it says. But it does not do that. And what would have happened was I would have gone merrily through life thinking, right, this week I'm going to get on and cut my floor out my Mini, and I'm going to put this one in and I'm going to get it done, and it's all going to be perfect and fantastic. And I would have got to that point where, oh dear, this isn't going to fit. And I would have probably been very deflated and really rather cross, because I did actually say to my supplier when I ordered this back before Christmas, can you double check that this floor pan fits this car? And I gave them all the details, even the registration number, so we knew that it was a 1980 Mini Clubman Estate. And they come back and said, yep, that's what it says. It says that it fits. What it turns out is they didn't actually contact British Motor Heritage to clarify it. They just read what I could read. Well, I could do that. To be fair, we've come to an agreement, and I'll tell you that story in a moment. Anyway, the heel board on here is nothing different to it other than it's much taller. So I had a couple of options. I wasn't sure what I was going to do at first, because I wasn't sure, whether I was going to say, well, you're stuck with it. This is the only one that British Motor Heritage actually list. They don't list another floor for an estate. What do? Do I modify the heel board for this car, which means that's quite a job to do? Cut it down, maybe re-weld it, butt weld it up. I've got another weld of, a seam weld to do. Didn't really want to do that because it cuts the structural integrity of the car. My welding's not the best. This is why I'm doing it like this in the first place. Do I cut the heel board off of this floor pan and keep the original on the car and just repair what I've got on the car, and then offer this minus the heel board up to the heel board on the car? That's possible. I could do that, because it's a case of, you know, just repairing. I've got the repair panels for the heel board for this car. I've already done one side, expecting to do half floors, and I hadn't done the other side because I stopped doing it and decided to do it this way. So I could repair the heel board on here and cut this one off of here. Or the alternative is it goes back to Motor Heritage and they send me another one. So I did end up speaking to Motor Heritage, British Motor Heritage, yesterday, and they were very nice about it. And I said about the situation that I've got, what's the problem? And he said, oh yeah, I see what you mean. He was very nice. He said, yeah, he said, that shouldn't actually say it's for an estate, that part number, because that part number is for a van and a pickup. So, but it's the only one you list, I say. He said, yeah, we're going to have to change that. Which begs the question, has anybody else had the same problem? Don't know. If they have, how they got around it? Don't know. But I've been looking at floor pans for the last 2 years since I bought this car. Which one do I get? And the British Motor Heritage catalogue has said the same thing all the way along. Item T8 CZH 2672, floor pan, extended floor pan, estate, van, pickup. And that's what it says. Who's to know any different until you actually get it there in front of your car and find out that it is wrong? Now, they've been really good. They're going to take it back. He did say to me, it's the time of year when they're building body shells, complete body shells. He said, so if you want us to build a new one, it's going to take 3 months. And I said, well, I'm not prepared to wait for that, because the goal for this car is to try and get this on its wheels before the end of the year. We're now at the end of March, beginning of April, and I need to be getting on with this, and it's not really ideal. This was meant to be sort of like late winter project. I've got that doorstep done, as you probably saw. If you haven't seen that episode, then go back, and that was the last episode that I did, or one before, I'm not sure which. But yeah, I want to get on with this so I can get it on its wheels, because I'm expecting that I'm going to have to move this thing at some point from this premises, yeah, I need it so that it's off its rotisserie effectively. So I said, no, I'm not waiting 3 months. I can't do that. And he said, well, the alternative is, yeah, I'll make a phone call, but the alternative is, if you can get the floor pan back to us, we'll turn it around in a couple of 3 weeks, and we'll put on the correct heel board for your car. So I said, happy days, that's what we're going to do. So that's where we are. So that's a little mini update of what we're up to. Apologies that it's stalled a bit, the mini restoration. I've been doing things with Capris, I've been doing things with tractors, I've been on holiday. So yeah, it's sort of come to an abrupt halt, and I'm not going to be doing anything on this now for at least another month. So that takes us into almost May before I'm going to be getting back onto this. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. If you are waiting with bated breath on what I'm doing next with the Mini, that's what I'm doing next. I'm taking this back today. It's going back to the supplier. They're going to get it back to British Motor Heritage. They're going to turn it around in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm working for the next 3 weeks anyway. We've got Easter in between. So this isn't going to be back before the end of, well, sort of probably the last week of April before I get anywhere near it. So that's nearly a month away now. So apologies, I haven't got on with it. If you were waiting for me to do the next instalment, this is where we are. This is the mini update. I've not forgotten about it. I'm still doing it. It is still top of the list to get done. You've seen the Capri, hopefully. So I'm going to concentrate on a few things on that now, because I want to get that moving on the road so we can evaluate what we've got in terms of the Capri, and try and get that up and running so I can enjoy that this summer and decide what we're going to do with it. And that's where we're up to. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, thanks very much. Please share this content to your friends. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because we want to get our subscriber count up. We are pushing 870 subscribers as of today, and it's almost there. 130 subscribers to go for that magic 1,000. And I'm getting subscribers every day, maybe 2, 3 a day, perhaps, something like that, and then it goes quiet. And maybe I get 5 or 6 and then it goes quiet, but I'm getting subscribers at least 1 a day. There's very few days when I don't get at least 1. But if you're one of those people that's watching this and you're not subscribed and you want to learn about what we're doing with this Mini Clubman Estate, and you want to learn about what we're doing with our Capri, which is just out there, all covered up at the moment, or if you want to see anything we're doing with tractors, steam engines, you name it, if it's got wheels, we'll do it. Please like the video. It'd be great if you could do that. If you want to make any comments, if you've had this problem before yourself, then please let us know. Incidentally, part of the reason why this got flagged was that the viewer that pointed it out to me, he actually lives up near M-Machine up in the northeast of England. And M-Machine make panels as well for minis, you probably know. And he said if you compare the M-Machine catalogue, they actually show the two different types of heel board on the two floor pans, which is really strange. So why wouldn't British Motor Heritage do the same thing? Why do they only show one type of floor pan in their catalogue? Don't know. Very perplexing. But I think now, on the upshot of my phone call yesterday, the guy was apologetic and said, I think we're going to have to create a new part number and get this updated and do it properly. So anybody moving forward, buying a new floor pan for a Clubman Estate, hopefully we'll get the right one, but you need to double check. I think I said in the original video, double check what you've bought, make sure it fits your car. I made an assumption that this is going to fit because I was told it was going to. Luckily, it hasn't actually held me up. I've got plenty to be getting on with, as you all probably know if you watch my channel. It just means this is going to be put back another month. But there you go. Anyway, if you like what you see, put your subscription in, like the video, comment and share to your friends. Fantastic if you can join us. Come along on board, watch our mechanical adventures, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care and bye for now.